Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty cool news over here. We have a little bit of Twitch news we get to go and cover. We have some PlayStation news where they finally fixed this major big issue. I even made a video on discussing it before. We also have some other big news when it comes to Persona 6. We have some other big news when it comes to sales. A lot of little things going to wind down the night. So if you guys will stay tuned, relax, and enjoy. And as well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target links down below. And of course, make sure you guys leave a like, give your thoughts and comments, because some of the stuff is actually pretty cool, at least in my opinion. So very first and foremost, which is like a lot of random news, we actually had a really big kind of fix, thank God, that happened to a game that a lot of folks are getting upset with, myself included, when it comes to the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4 patches going on over here, where the Legend of Dragoon, if you guys saw our video on this, talking about this a few days ago, was actually an absolute utter mess when it first came out. Now, this game is actually a pretty big cult classic, and a lot of folks out there who have been playing games or on the PlayStation system for quite some time have, well, not been happy with this, have kind of judged this, and at the end of the day has not been a good time, because this is a game that people love. Like, people are paying extra money on, or they're also updating their PlayStation subscription plans and everything in between to, well, go and make it happen. Now, when it comes to this, is that people spent the money and the game was abysmal. It was a bad, horrible game, and well, at the end of the day, people were just upset about it. I made a video on it discussing it, talking about the community being upset with it, and basically the game itself was almost unplayable. You'd play a few hours, there'd be huge memory crashes, memory leaks, the game itself would not even let you go and actually turn into like the Dragoons themselves in the game. Basically everything with that was just not good. Like, the fundamental core gameplay was somehow being broken and also just not good. It just wasn't a good vibe, it just wasn't working. So people were upset. You're paying extra money on it, you're paying money for the game itself, and there's just been a lot of issues with this emulation system. But the good news over here is that PlayStation did go and finally go do a proper patch after people were complaining about it and bringing attention on it, and that's also why sometimes I like to make these types of videos. Not that I think like Sony's watching my videos or people are like patrolling whatever else is going on, but if you have enough people complain about stuff and enough like either media people or articles or tweets or Reddit posts or whatever, if there is a big enough issue, then sometimes these companies do notice and be like, oh God, Jim messed up. Whether it's a small mistake, so maybe they just never made a proper patch live, or maybe they've been working on it, or maybe they put a few more people on it that maybe would not have done that before. Well, that's sometimes the thing. So I'm kind of happy I sometimes get to make these types of videos. I know I'm not sure if you guys like them or not, but sometimes for me, I do like to use my platform to be like, bro, Sony, like, be good, like, for these consumers and all that. So, like I said, I don't think I'm the one that caused it to happen. Other people are talking about it too, but if I could use my platform and have you guys watching, make things a little bit better for people who spend money and have a better result of it, I try my best to do that. But anyway, there is a brand new patch, finally, over there, where a new update for The Legend of Dragoon is now available for download, and it supposedly was fixing the most recent released RPG's technical issues. So as you might have read last week, and I kind of brought this up myself on the channel, the emulated PS1 Classic, which is a big game, like a lot of folks have liked this one, which is part of the PS Plus Premium, launched with a bunch of performance problems. These issues range from bugged visuals to full-on soft locks during combat, forcing players to either restart the game or they had to rewind and play the entire game differently. Basically, like, the entire game was just awful. Like, there was issues, there was bugs, things were breaking, it wasn't good. And a nasty memory leak was also then reported to as well, which results and then eventually led to like bad audio, and then like things was getting distorted and soft locks if you played it for a long time. Like, it's basically 2023. We shouldn't have games being broken if you play them for 3-4 hours. I mean, sometimes you get the weekend, you gotta go enjoy your time. So frankly, they said it just wasn't good enough, but there was at least a patch that's been pushed out sooner rather than later, and they obviously can't find the official patch notes at the time of writing, but they are at least saying people have fixed this issue. The soft locking issue has been mostly solved, and hopefully a lot of folks as well are like, okay, thank God I can finally go play the game. Because if you're spending extra money, you're doing extra time to make this happen, it is a bit weird. So the update itself was just under 100 megabytes too, which is nice. And well, if you guys want to rot this stuff on out, you guys can go and see now, and I can probably maybe encourage it if no one else is having issues. Like, it is go and say a lot of folks had issues with this, a lot of folks were complaining, and there is still a really big window of folks out there that are complaining about the fact that a lot of these emulated PS1, PS2, or PS3 games are still slogging or being uploaded and like just are breaking or have these game-breaking bugs that basically no one can fix. So it's not been fun, but at least we have been seeing Sony fix this major bug after all this one, so some of these cult classic games can finally be fixed. But hopefully this is an issue that doesn't happen and keep on happening as time goes on, because it would make me a little bit sad. Now, to kind of give you guys even some kind of more wholesome news though over here, if you guys missed it, it's kind of actually some really cool news as well, especially in the very tail end of Black History Month too, where Cenat has now officially become the #1 most subscribed streamer on Twitch. This is like the #1 most people who are like paying him money, whether it's for gift subs, which expire for a month, or Prime subs, or normal subs. But basically, Kai himself had he's been doing good. Like, he's been going on a huge subathon, been doing content all the time. Like, I'll give this guy credit. Like, I think he's been a content machine these past few weeks, especially. But for him, he literally broke the world record. He hit the highest amount of subs on the entire platform. He beat out Ninja. If you guys have ever seen Ludwig, he beat out Ludwig. And in all honesty, like, just for me, like, as like I guess a generic white dude or whatever, this is sick. Like, this is like some good representation. This is like, he's a good dude. Like, I think he's a good content producer. Like, I think he's just a funny dude. I don't watch him all the time, obviously, but dude, like, you have a guy who is literally black on top of Twitch. Like, that's cool. On Black History Month. Like, dude, that's just a triple whammy. That's some good stuff. Well deserved. Mainly because he's also a good content creator. It's not about him being black or white. He's just been a funny dude. He's had some good stuff. He's had some good marketing, and obviously his community supported it. So you guys can go and see he broke the actual sub record. It was at 283,000, and you guys can kind of just see on how crazy everything is over here. Like, you guys can see on how nuts this is. The gift subs are flying. The brand new subs, the follows on the left over there, and you guys can even go and see at this point he did technically break the record. Like, I almost just want to, like, let's go. Well, here's I'm not playing the audio because it's literally like it's all copyright music. But you guys can see he hit the 285,000 sub points, and it's just a little bit delayed because there's just like so much stuff going on. Like, you guys can literally see like the entire Twitch chat, just gift subs, 10 subs, 50 gift subs, sub, W's, and then look at the chat. It's just on both sides has been going nuts. So he officially is the most subscribed streamer on Twitch of all time. An absolute crazy thing. We saw Twitch themselves go and congratulate the guy. We saw Ninja himself say like, hey, like, props to the king over here of new Twitch. And I do believe he actually hit up over 300,000 subs at this point. You guys can maybe kind of see, like, just look at how fast these numbers are going up. And reminder, this is like $3 each sub. So, like, as of right this second, this guy just made, like, I couldn't even tell, he just made, like, probably, like, $300. Just as we're watching this video, like, throughout the next few minutes, he probably made, like, I don't know, thousands upon thousands of dollars. Like, it was like $2. It's just insane. But you want to say, I think he believed he did hit over the 300,000 sub mark, which that is a hard thing. Like, if you guys are curious on my highest sub, even for me on Twitch, I think my highest was 10,057. Or so, and that was so I can unlock all the emote slots on Twitch for all the cat emotes and stuff I have on my channel. And that was an entire month of me selling out too. That was like, it's crazy. Like, it was a lot of hard work. So you guys can kind of just see on how high these numbers are going. I'll be kind of curious to see on what it ends at too as well, because this was kind of the last days. Like, it's one of the last days of February and stuff too. So it's just cool. Like, I think this is actually very well deserved, and I'm very happy to see this. Like, I just think it's just cool. Like, I gotta give Kai some credit, man. It's awesome. But yeah, so you guys can kind of see, like, he just keeps on going up and up and up. He's about to hit that 300,000, and just a big congrats. Like, that's cool. As I myself am a Twitch streamer, I'm sure you guys know I was mentioned in my videos. Like, it's just an honor to see this. Like, it's just a new king. Like, he put a lot of effort, and I think he deserves it. Like, we'll wait. This is cool. This is cool. Yeah, it's close. 10 more, and that's the first time anyone has ever hit 300,000 subs on Twitch ever. That is an app. Like, that's crazy. And also, don't forget, this is like all in like one period. Just got up like 10,000 subs. That's like, I don't know, like 30, like a whole entire car that quick. Plus ad money and all that stuff. He probably made so much money off this, but he also spent a lot of money on like people showing up on the streams and content and everything else too. So I gotta give this guy some credit. I think he worked really hard, very well deserved. Now, for the kind of wind down the video over here too, we saw some Persona 6 news over here, which does actually seem like Persona 6 is actually on a really big delay. Not necessarily as in like a bad delay, but just more so no one really knows when it's coming out. Potentially running into some production issues and everything else too as well. Not the best news to kind of go and see. We've been a little bit scaredness on this one. We've also been seeing now that Luminous Productions, an update from Luminous Productions over here too as well, has actually now been merging with Square Enix. So beginning on May 1st, our talented team will join Square Enix to deliver new, innovative gaming experiences to players across the globe. Between now and then, we currently remain focused on Forspoken 2, but they have a lot of other games in the works too as well. So it's kind of a nice little cool big gaming merge for game companies that have recently gone out so fast. We also had some big Final Fantasy news where a lot of folks are saying once again, we talked about it earlier on today, that Final Fantasy 16 is going full on action mode. The game is great, and a lot of really good reception going on with the game itself, which I'm pretty hyped up for. A lot of reviews, a lot of people just saying how good the game is. We had like little bits and pieces of early PR as of today, but the gameplay's been looking good, the animations been looking good, the audio's been looking good, everything I've been seeing with it, I've been liking it. So I'm actually very excited to play this game. And last but not least, there is a big mega promotion coming to the PlayStation Store in case you guys do want to check out any gameplay as well. Some big ones are like Callisto, FIFA, Dying Light, and a lot of these other various games too as well. Commencing on March 1st. We can go more in depth if you guys want to in a separate video, plus also on late fall. So a pretty cool video. Cool to see a new king of Twitch. And as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch link down below, the Target links down below, the Amazon links down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much here for watching in the first place.